Hey guys, Dusty here at EatMoveRest and welcome back to the channel. So the number one question we get as vegan athletes and YouTubers is, where do you get your protein? So we're answering that question today with 3 easy, vegan, budget-friendly, high-protein meals. This is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's gonna last a couple days in the fridge, so it's kind of a meal prep too. If you guys aren't already, subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up. Let's get right into those recipes. Recipe number 1, we're making some hearty breakfast oats. Recipe number 2 is gonna be a tofu and veggie stir fry. And recipe number 3 is gonna be probably one of my favorite recipes like in the world, and that's a lentil bolognese. For our hearty breakfast oat recipe, you're gonna need 1 cup of oats. These are actually steel cut, quick cut oats. They're hard to find, but they are by far our favorite. You're gonna need 2 bananas, a tablespoon of nut butter of your choice, 1 scoop of plant protein, and 2 to 3 cups of plant milk. So we are actually using soy milk. We don't shy away from soy. Again, a lot of the research and people like Dr. Greger, who we just interviewed, say that soy is perfectly healthy and fine, especially if it's organic. So while you don't need a protein powder to have a high protein diet or a high protein meal, we are athletes, we love the taste, and we think why not? Like almost every single person we know uses a protein powder, and so we use the best. Again, if you guys are interested in getting some Sun Warrior for yourself, use discount code EatMoveRest for 20% off of your purchase. So this recipe is super simple. You're just gonna add your oats and your plant milk to the pan, put it on high or medium heat until these bad boys cook up. We don't like to cook the bananas, the almond butter, or the protein powder because high heat can denature any of these living enzymes in these foods. So once your oats are pretty close to being done, we sprinkle our protein powder on top. If you pour it in a pile, it can clump up. And then you wanna mix in your almond butter or cashew butter. Today, I'm actually using cashew butter. This is one of my favorites. And chop the bananas, add your bananas. This would also be a time to throw in any frozen fruit. I occasionally throw in some frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, mix them in, they'll thaw up while these are still hot. Stir it up and serve. So for your veggie fried rice, you will need a large bag of veggie stir fry. It's got broccoli, peppers, corn, some peas, some onions, some mushrooms. It's got it all. So I actually buy this at Whole Foods. Let it thaw on the counter for probably like 20 or 30 minutes, and then I dice it up even smaller. It's good for Max to eat smaller, and it just goes better in a fried rice. You will also need 1 sweet yellow onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 large brick of extra firm tofu, and 2 cups of rice. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is start your rice. Typically, rice takes the longest to cook, so you're gonna wanna boil down these 2 cups of rice with 4 cups of water. While the rice is cooking up, you're gonna wanna throw your onion and garlic in a pan and start sauteing. Erin and I are typically oil-free, so we just saute with a little bit of water. For this, you won't really need a whole lot of spice. We're just gonna add some turmeric for color and some salt and pepper like usual. Then we're gonna throw our veggies in the pan with our tofu and simply saute up until it's done. So we typically keep our rice and our veggies separate. They stay better in the fridge that way, but definitely feel free to combine them and then add tamari. So this is the secret sauce. This is a gluten-free soy sauce we absolutely love. For our lentil bolognese recipe, you're gonna need 16 ounces of gluten-free pasta. This is brown rice pasta, our absolute favorite. You're gonna need 1 cup of green lentils, 24 ounces of tomato puree, 1 sweet yellow onion, 3 diced carrots, 3 diced stalks of celery, 3 cloves of garlic, and about a tablespoon of maple syrup to sweeten the sauce just a little bit. For this recipe, you're actually gonna wanna start with your veggies first. So add all your veggies to the pan, like I mentioned earlier, with just a little bit of water. You're gonna wanna salt and pepper and add some good Italian spices like basil and oregano. When your veggies are sauteed up, you're gonna wanna add your green lentils with a couple of cups of water. Now let these things cook nice and slow so they get really big and really fluffy. They're gonna be much better if they're nice and soft as opposed to hard and crunchy. When your lentils are done, then you can add your red sauce. Mix it in and then add your maple syrup for just a little bit of sweetener. You will also want to add some fresh tomatoes. I typically like to add them towards the end so they don't get cooked in too much, but have kind of a raw, fresh taste, flavor, and feel to them. And last but not least, I'm gonna add some diced kale just to top it and give it that little extra bit of nutrition. And finally, you're gonna wanna boil your noodles. Noodles take much less time to boil, so throw those in last and take them out before they're overcooked. You want a good al dente noodle. Similar to the fried rice recipe, we actually like to keep our noodles and our sauce separate in the fridge, but again, if you're serving a big meal for a family, feel free to combine it all in one. So I hope you guys enjoy these recipes. Again, these are like my 3 favorite go-to recipes, and they will all be in our recipe cookbook coming out soon, like within the next couple of weeks. So if you're not already subscribed to our monthly newsletter, go ahead and do that. We'll add a link in the description below so you get alerted as soon as this recipe book drops. You guys are not gonna wanna miss this. We have all of our recipes coming to you in one place. So that's gonna be awesome. If you're not already, subscribe to our channel here. Give us a like. Leave me some love in the description below. Come over to Instagram and follow Erin and I at Erin Stanczyk, at DB Stanczyk. And as always, share this video with friends and family. In the meantime, eat, move, rest, your best. See you guys next week. We're Dusty, Erin, Max, and Bo, and we're the Stanczyks.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.